think I'm early. I think I'm early. Early. What's going on, chat? What's up, guys? What you guys up to? Oh my god. Do you hear my phone buzzing? I need a clean PNG. Okay. Sorry, as we're starting the show, I'm getting text messages from clients. All right, gotta get out of a speeding ticket. Okie dokie, no problem. So it looks like I'm going to be doing some freelance artwork for a client so that he can get out of a speeding ticket. All right, sounds great. What else? We're waiting for the people to mosey on in here. We got Carol. I'll send the badge for the hat. I believe I have one. Okay, sounds great. Gravy train. We're going to start this stream with a opening. Can you see this? Can you see this? Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this the love that I've been fucking waiting for? Will you touch both my ball sack and my... Oh, jeez. Too many Red Bulls, guys. Too many Red Bulls. Because you know what? I'm not going to get into the drama, but I'm drinking some Red Bulls and getting pumped for tonight. Lord, after Jesus. I'll be holding a sermon. All right, so this is from Jason Bascom from Unhinged Entertainment. This is a dope knife that I got custom made. Timberland knives. You like wear it on your belt sideways. Like you don't wear it on your belt this way. You wear it scout like this on your back. It's kind of cool. Anyways. Yeah, it's weird. I'd be like, honey, why don't you go get some new shirts? Ugh, new shirts, collared shirts. No way. I don't want to waste the money, but I will get a $300 knife. All right, so this is, we got ourselves a little hat here, a beanie. It's got a patch on there. It's got some embroidered stuff going. Is that embroidered or is that screen printed? I don't know. Who gives? We'll figure it out later. So I got a beanie. I got a little bag of extra patches. I got a fucking Ziploc bag. Let's remove this shit. Whoa. Right. Oh shit. It's just all okay. So this must be like my copy of shit. You know, I had opened up another one. Now I don't know what I'd do with it. I don't know. I had 2 boxes. He sent me 2 boxes. One box had like the other books in it. And I don't know what I did with the shit that was in the other box. So I did this cover. I did that cover. That's pretty dope cover. Lord, wrap the Jesus in the background, and I'm a piece of shit. What's up, buddy?
I like what you're doing. Go ahead. Please continue. It was a beautiful unboxing.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Nice song, by the way. What you were singing.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
You'll make me love you if you stroke the shaft while you squeeze the nips if you... Yeah. When I was younger, I had a real bad problem of like making up lyrics that were super dirty. And they were just like, dude, you got to stop. and so I like got out of the habit.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like you're just sitting in the car and you're singing, and suddenly it's talking about fucking and stuff, and it's like, dude, it's fucking Joe Jackson
Yeah.
stepping out, not pulling out. It's called stepping out, not pulling out. Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I don't
Good.
even know what the inside of this artwork. I did the
I like the cover so
logo.
far.
Yeah, it's not bad, right?
Good stuff.
It's good stuff. It looks really good. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Like you see it on the screen
Mm-hmm.
and you're working on it, and like you're not sure how big things are gonna get or how things will print. But this fucking looks. This looks amazing. This motherfucker Jason is
Oh
bald.
yeah.
He's bald. He is bald, but he's also blind.
Oh wait. Bald and blonde.
Yes. And ink spots. Ink spots is a small. Like imagine. What is that? What is that disease that the black actress has where she's bald? Is it progeria? Or she's like
Hmm.
bald, and he's like, "Don't talk about my wife." Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. What is she? She has progeria or alopecia. Alopecia. Ink spots.
Alopecia.
Yeah, alopecia. I'm surprised that's not like a name in kindergarten class. Like alopecia. Alopecia Jones. So,
Here.
yeah. So ink spots. He's kind of look like Danny DeVito with alopecia.
Mm. Okay, I see it now. Yeah. All right. Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's
that's pretty wild,
pretty.
right?
Yeah.
And this is, I guess, is the black and white version. I'm guessing it fucking is. I'm
Is
guessing this is the what the fuck?
you got 4 books? Is one of them a colored book? Maybe. Or are they all black and white?
Colored.
Gotta
Is
look
that
out
what
for
they
the
like to be
colors.
called now?
Maybe. Carol colored.
I really like it when people are just like, you know what? Fuck anatomy, fuck perspective,
Yeah.
fucking like fuck line weight being consistent through the whole book. Like fuck it. Let's just like I don't know, it's like impressionist comic books. Like I
Wow.
still get what's going on, even though
Yeah.
like see this is what happens when you're fucking blind. Like you'll do like a big stuff and then you'll have like some crazy little noodling in this one spot where it's like this looks like it was done with a Sharpie, and then he comes down here and he was definitely like had the magnifying glass out and was like noodling.
I'm sorry, I'm still hung up on the blind thing. Like I'm not blind and I can't draw that well, so that's it's pretty impressive.
Right?
Mhm.
It's a lot of style. It's got a lot of style. But that's my
Oh
box.
yeah. Them fangs.
Right? I'm assuming that these are all the same. Yeah. So I guess it's just like 4 copies of the cover that I did for him. So that's cool.
Good cover. I like the cover.
I'm gonna sign these and then send them out. I don't know.
It's
Next
cool. You
time,
got some extra patches with your beanie too. He sent you. That's nice.
yeah, yeah. What else is going on? This is getting boring. I'm getting bored with my own unboxing. What's up with you,
I don't know what's up with that screenshot. What's that horse about?
bro? We're gonna talk about that. I was just unboxing before we got to like my bookmarks.
Oh, okay.
Fucking the mail-in shit. Dan Lawless's stupid lashing out at fucking Chuck Dixon.
Really? Ain't heard about that one yet.
Oh, you haven't?
Hmm.
So like as Chuck Dixon is fucking his horseman comic book is like doing pretty good. Like fucking Dan Lawless is like, he owes me money.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go through it. We'll look at it now.
Nice.
Look at it now. You want to look at it now?
Yeah, why not? Check it out.
Let's check it out. God damn it! Right when we were about to talk some serious shit,
We
common
talking some
sense,
serious shit. Oh god
common
damn it!
sense, fucking
Damn it!
shows up.
Common sense shows up. Is that what
Common
you said?
sense, yeah. Come on now, guys. It's not this guy. Come on, let's just. He's gonna walk us off the rage cliff. Yeah, man.
Oh, welcome
that's
on
what
the
we do.
recently accused guilty Dark Guy Comics. How you doing, DG?
Dude, I am still recovering from that stream, man. I am exhausted still.
That's fair.
I am exhausted still.
Dude, I did not know that it was kayfabe until earlier today.
No, he's not kayfabe. He's still guilty, man.
Oh, he's still. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
There's no kayfabe there. He's completely 100% guilty. He was found guilty on 2 charges. His sentencing will be later tonight.
That's what I was wondering. When's the sentencing?
I have to wait for the jury to deliberate.
I object to this sentencing. I feel like this sentencing has gone way too long, and
Look at him.
I will be appealing the court's decision.
You might want to lawyer up because I think Doc kind of, he threw you under the table there, DG. I'm just saying.
Oh shit! Really?
I'm a fair
Doc?
judge.
All right, Uncle Touchy Raptor.
Oh fuck!
You see what you done,
okay,
Doc,
baby.
over a mic that was never promised to you? You'll be getting something in the mail real soon, though, Doc. Real soon. What the?
While you two are fucking going back and forth. Ricky Tikki Tavi, motherfucker! Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Yeah, you don't fuck with Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Holy shit!
Look at that. The dopest dude in the jungle is like, I'm the dopest motherfucker in the jungle. And then the fucking little mongoose comes by and is like, you're fucking lunch.
Right in the mouth, too. Look at that. Bam!
Yeah. It's
What you
smart, right? Like, yo, if I'm going to grab hold of a cobra with my teeth, where should I grab a cobra?
Right by the head.
Right by the fucking face. Like, all right, bite his fucking face. Arrgh.
I mean, you've completely de-escalated the whole situation just then. I mean, he can't respond.
Like he
Shit,
dodged
man.
and weaved that shit. Like he dodged, weaved, and came across with a left hook.
Yeah, he de-escalated and then escalated lunch.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh,
Dodge,
he did.
weave, dodge, weave, left hook, down.
Up, down, left, right.
BA.
Finish him. Fatality.
So what did you get there? You got the Frog G? Is that the cover you did? I kind of like was just tuning in as you were finishing up, so you don't have to go into the whole thing.
This is the cover that I did for Frog for the Frog G.
Nice.
Yeah.
Everybody's getting their books in, man. You guys
Yeah.
got that? Dude. I figured because I heard Raptor say something about being blind, him not being blind, but still being able to not draw. So I was assuming you were talking about Jason.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
That was a
you see
compliment,
him, he's
by the
like
way.
fucking, he's
No,
like
I know,
all
I know.
up in that shit. You know what I mean? Like, right? He's
Yeah.
like,
When he's drawing, like his face is like a millimeter away from the paper or the tablet.
that's
Yeah.
why you can like kind of see, you see like, okay, he does like the thumbnails or like the bigger stuff like on the computer, and then he like prints it out and then just starts like noodling.
Yeah, he does it in reverse. I think what he does is pencils on the tablet, and then he prints it out and does the inks traditionally. If I remember what he was telling me
What's up,
correctly.
Word.
That dude is
All right.
fucking sick. It's amazing that the guy can't see like an inch in front of his face and comes out with some of the dopest art.
Yeah. Very, very stylized. Very fucking like, what's it? Gonzo.
Yeah,
Right?
he
Like
did.
the guy who worked with Hunter S. Thompson a lot.
Yeah. He did a fan art of Roulette back when we first launched Hunting Alice, and I wound up using it as a print and the cover for the Roulette Ash Cannon because it was so good. It reminded me of Aeon Flux. Remember Aeon Flux?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they
I watched do you guys watch Secret Galaxy channel?
No, I don't think I
never
know it.
There's a channel called Secret Galaxy, and they'll do like 20-minute like videos. They're not long, but they'll do like the history of Voltron, or the history of Transformers, or
Oh,
the
nice.
failure of such and such show, and they'll like talk about like Captain Power, and they'll talk about like the toy and like how it you play it with the show and stuff, but then they would talk about some of the behind the scenes and shit.
Yeah.
But they had an episode kind of about that. It's kind of interesting.
Just subtly.
About Aeon Flux, about like where the artist who designed Aeon Flux, like where did he come from, like what shows he had like worked on, like Dark Waters or something like that, and like
cool.
which everybody knows, right? Like Dark Waters. And then he was only supposed to do like one season, but everybody really loved it, so it was like, okay, well, we'll just start killing her off every episode. Like it's kind of interesting to like hear the history and the like the back part of it,
Yeah.
just it was like, of course it was like artist kind of comes up with something cool, and then just like corporate want to just like starts milking it, you know what I mean? Like, okay, start making more, we can start doing more stuff, start making more, let's make a movie, blah blah blah, and they just kind of fucking ruined it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The name of that video is Pop Culture's Greatest Mistake, The Story of Ultron.
KSS wants to know, wasn't Frog G the first to get shadow banned on Indiegogo? I'm not sure if it was exactly the first. I don't think anybody can pinpoint that, but it was the first to be noticed. Like, it was the first one that everybody was like, hey, wait a minute, why can't we find this book? So, it most likely was, but, you never know. But it was definitely the first one. It was the one that shined the light on it. It was the one that everybody was like, hey, wait a minute.
Get out of my fucking head, Kirby.
He just downloaded it, Matt. We're playing the knot. Woo!
What is that? There's like a scene out of fucking fuck. What is the dad or the grandpa and the son? Rick and Morty. They're like a Rick and Morty guy's like, hey, you want to piss on that shit? And the guy's like, get out of my fucking head. Like him just fucking like mentioning fucking for the Emperor. I'm just like, get out of my fucking head.
Aeon Flux with Charlize Theron was so bad. Yeah, she was too thick to be Aeon Flux.
She didn't have it was like, okay, she could have been it, but you're right. She was a little on the thick side. The chick Kate Beckinsale would have been a fantastic.
She could have done it. Flux. The chick who played Jessica Jones. I forget her name, but that actress
with the weird nostrils.
Yeah, but she's super skinny. Like she could have totally pulled off fucking Aeon Flux. I mean, if she might be a little too short, but if she was I think she's pretty tall, right? She's got to be for a chick like pretty tall, like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm just trying to think of who was active at the time of the Aeon Flux movie.
Yeah.
Like maybe the Mila Jovovich.
Mila or Kate. Yeah, you're right. Those two could have. They're a little thinner. I mean, not that Charlize Theron's like, I'm not saying she's fat. She's gorgeous, but for Aeon Flux, she's a little too thick. She's got too much hip.
Yeah.
Too much of a booty. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, have you seen Atomic Blonde?
Atomic Blonde. Yes. Wait.
Oh, fucking good.
No, I don't think I saw Atomic Blonde. Which was the one?
She's
like a
British
vampire thing.
Oh no. This is like right like on the eve of the Berlin Wall falling. There's like a necklace that needs to be captured, and so like she's trying to like capture it. You think she's British, and it has James McAvoy in it as like, yeah, I'm the British spy in Berlin. If you need anything, come see me. But he's like all fucked up. And dude, like the action scenes are fucking awesome. Like she kicks ass, but by the end of the movie, like both of her eyes are fucking busted shut. Like both of her lips are busted. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't like leave the movie unscathed. It was good.
No, I didn't see this. No, I did not. I heard it was pretty decent though. What was the one? I think it has Mila Jovovich in it. It came out around the same time as Aeon Flux.
Ultraviolet.
Ultraviolet. Thank you. I couldn't think of it. Atomic Blonde, Ultraviolet. You just see how I got that confused.
Yeah. Ultraviolet was like it had too many hurdles that you had to jump over. Like it was like, okay, they're in the future. Okay. There's vampires. Okay.
But they're
And
not
then
like
there's like this
regular
weird
vampires.
yeah, they weren't even like they were like space military vampires, right? And you're like, what the fuck? And then there was like this added on like visual element to the whole movie,
Yeah.
right? Remember, it was almost
And
like a
then,
Sin City kind of like low res like design to some of the stuff.
yeah. And then she, like, wasn't she like a secret weapon? Like she, like her mind was erased at some point. Like, it was so weird. It was just too, it was convoluted. Like to watch it and not paying, like, yeah, it wasn't like there was some connection between her and the two brothers that were running the whole city.
Oh shit. You actually watched the whole movie. I like watched like the first
Yeah, it
10
was.
minutes of it and was like, oh yeah, fuck this shit. I'm done.
Yeah, it's a movie that, like, if you just turn your mind off and don't try to follow the plot and just like watch it for the visuals and the action, then you'll have a good time. If you
I
try to
wonder what
follow
movie
the plot,
came out. You think about you're like, you know what, that movie wasn't that bad. I wonder what movie came out that was like just a little bit better that totally overshadowed it.
Ultraviolet.
Shadowed it. Yeah, I'm just curious. Just because I always think
Uh,
about like Equilibrium, like kind of came out around the same time as The Matrix, and like nobody gave a fuck about Equilibrium.
that was the one with
Christian
uh,
Bale.
Christian Bale. Yeah,
Yeah, and he was doing like gun kung fu and shit, like gun
it was such a
katas.
good movie too.
It's
Yeah,
great. Yeah. But it's great, but it's like you don't realize that it's out there if everybody is just fucking going, the Matrix, the fucking Matrix is the shit. You got to go see the Matrix. You're like, okay, let's go see the Matrix. Then you see it, you're like, yeah, that's fucking dope.
so Ultraviolet came out in 2006. Movies in 2006. uh Texas Chainsaw, Ultraviolet, Hills Have Eyes, When a
That
Killer
remake was crazy.
Calls, Skinwalkers. That came out then. That was like a box office bomb,
Yeah.
but I heard it was pretty decent. Silent Hill came
Skinwalkers, was that
out.
fucking werewolves? Was that the
Yeah,
werewolf bikers?
yeah,
And there was like somebody, we got a blood moon, and like it was like a prophecy of the little boy, and like what tribe of werewolves would he join up with?
right. Yeah, he was.
It wasn't a dumb idea. It was just when they turned into werewolves, it was like, huh? And then the people that they had as bikers were just straight up Hollywood motherfuckers, you know?
Superman Returns, Underworld. That's probably what overshadowed Ultraviolet. Underworld.
Yes, that's exactly what did it.
Underworld Evolution came out that year.
Yeah, so Underworld was, even with Evolution, that was still fucking hot. Was that the
What was
second one where the giant white bat guy?
there was Underworld fuck, I forget what the yes it was Underworld Evolution, Underworld. The third one was the prequel.
Yeah, which I liked.
I liked it.
I liked it. I liked the whole like Lucian, right? Was that his name? Lucian?
Yeah, I like the
Lucius?
first three. It
Mhm.
was when they came back to the present and they wouldn't pay that guy, the actor who was in the first two, money to come back. Then they like basically like wrote him out. Like he was
It's
like,
so stupid. Yeah,
yeah,
like just like something happened to him off camera.
yeah. It was just like, and then the rest of the movie is her trying to find him. Well, now you just fucking wrote yourself into, you basically, were such a cheapskate, you cheated yourself out of fucking a good series and you just ruined it.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you would fucking write him out. Like you would maybe she would show up somewhere and he's like transformed, but is like evolved beyond what he was and is now like some kind of
They
mindless monster, and she has to kill
they
him. And
did
so
a
there's
they
like
did a
kill
they
my
did a
lover.
Well, they did a flashback scene where he gets captured, and they use stock footage of the actor's face and like superimposed it over somebody else, and it was like the most
Man.
horrid CGI ever.
Oh fuck. So that's what did it. Ultraviolet got punked out by fucking.
Underworld.
You know the dude, the big hello, I'm the big black werewolf. Like that's the guy who like wrote it and like created it.
Yeah, or I think he helped it. He had like a I don't know if he because like I think the director also had a lot to do with it, but yeah, he was like the one of the two main guys that came up with the concept of that.
Yeah, one of the co-creators. Something. Yeah. I
What
was like,
was
oh
the
shit.
what was the name of the movie? It was like the Proto Matrix. It came out in the '90s. Where the
Matrix.
it had the guy right. But they remember like at like midnight they would like rearrange everybody's memories.
Oh yeah, Dark City.
Dark City. I love that movie.
Dude, I like Dark City a lot, man.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are tuning.
Yeah. The whole concept of that movie was it was sci-fi but creepy and weird. It was awesome.
Yeah, I really did jam on the art direction. The guy always has a good art style. Like that's the guy who did Crow.
Mm-hmm.
He did Dark City. Then he did he did Gods of Egypt and
Right, he
some
did
other
do
shit.
that. Yeah.
The Immortals with Henry Cavill. That
I
was
saw
pretty
that.
cool.
I'll have to check that
It
out.
it felt very operatic. Operatic, is that the right word?
Mm-hmm.
In its setting, like it's a very like huge set, you know, it's there, but it also like looks obviously like fake. Like there's like a veneer of fakeness to it, if that makes sense. Like if you go to like the Met and you're seeing like a Wagner opera or something, and they have like all these like fake mountains and there's people in costumes and shit. Like that's what I felt like I was watching. I felt like I was watching like a really high level production like opera.
Why is Tree Goblin saying I derailed and swept? What was your topic?
Damn it, DG! God
Damn it,
damn it!
DJ!
I didn't even know that there was like a official topic. Like,
Unfucking believable.
I came in and you guys were nerding out about comics and movies.
I think this is fake. You think it's
Oh,
fake?
it's our
You think it's
topic.
fake? Huh? You thought it was fake last night?
Huh?
You thought that
What the
Charles
hell's wrong
fake?
with you? That's open hand slap, huh? I think this is fake. You think it's fake? What's that? Is that fake? Huh?
That's
what
fake.
the hell's wrong?
Guilty.
Guilty as charged. No, what were we talking about? No, first off, I had look at this inbred motherfucker. That's how they just get shot in the head over there. First I had this one, which was the Dan Lawless going after fucking Chuck Dixon.
What? Why?
Apparently fucking Chuck Dixon didn't pay him for some artwork.
Damn.
I don't.
And I was like, and now that I'm like rereading it, I didn't even catch the first paragraph because I'm going, this motherfucker's just doing this because Horseman's coming out. I'm such an idiot. In celebration of Horseman is like the fucking first four fucking words of this fucking asshole's shit. In celebration of Horseman going on sale today, quote unquote, doing better than most of the fucking top 3 CG books they're doing. I thought it would be a good time to show the final art that I created for Chuck Dixon and Vox Day for Chuck's Conan story, Caravan of the Damned. I was thrilled to get the assignment because I love Conan, and it has been 30 plus years since I did my Savage Sword of Conan cover. Wow, bro. What have you done recently? Last summer, I dropped everything.
231.
Huh?
Look it up.
231.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna look it up.
This motherfucker is like, yo, guys, I did a Conan cover 30 years ago. Is that cool? Like, aren't some people like, so what have you been doing? Like, what have you been doing like last year? What about 10 years ago? What were you doing 10 years ago? How about 5? I read Chuck's story, a great story, picked a scene and gave them. All right, hold on. Last summer, I dropped everything to get this done for Chuck. I was thrilled to get the assignment. So it sounds like they gave it to him because I love Conan, and it had been 30 plus years since I did my Savage Sword of Conan cover 231. Last summer, I dropped everything to get this done for Chuck and Vox. I read Chuck's story, a great story, picked a scene and gave them a color rough, and they loved it. I went to finished, and they loved that too. After that, I heard nothing. I sent follow-up emails, and still nothing. Finally, in December, I contacted Chuck through Facebook Messenger, and he apologized. And he said he would try to get me a kill fee. Kill. It will kill. That was the last I heard from him. I even heard from another very famous illustrator who you'd all know who was treated the same. That's kind of hearsay, right? His art also wasn't published and he wasn't paid. This is why I only work for CG people. Every single one of them paid me the same day upon delivery of the art. Hiring someone and then not paying them is the same thing as stealing to me. You are stealing their labor. I spent a week on this art and I received nothing.
Damn.
So when you go buy Horseman written by Chuck Dixon, you could think about that.
Damn.
So this is like Dan turning around and getting an assignment to work with Chris Claremont, Marvel not paying him, and then going and blaming Chris Claremont. That's exactly what Dan just did.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure, like, was he hired from Chuck?
Maybe Chuck was the one that reached out to him, but all that stuff is published by Vox. Vox is the publisher.
Yeah. So the person that he should be fucking getting shitty with is Vox.
Correct. Like maybe Chuck reached out to him because maybe they knew each other because of the scene or whatever. Like, you know, it's like, oh, I'll reach out to Dan. I know Dan.
I mean, yeah, Chuck Dixon's CG. But again, this isn't Chuck's fault. Chuck is the writer. Like if he might be the middle guy, he might be your friend. He's working on the book. It's his story, but yeah, dude, it's not Chris Claremont that you should be getting upset with. It's Marvel that you should be getting upset with. You're right. I needed to get somebody else to read this too, because at first I'm like, what the fuck is your problem, dude? And now I just want to get.
You see, Caravan of the Damned, is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think I just got a screenshot of it because Dan blocked me.
Caravan of the Damned. Goodreads.
Oh, Brian Crystal.
What's up, fellas?
What's
going on? What's going on?
136 book details. Published by Castalla House. What's Castalla House?
Well, Chuck fucked up and he went to work for the enemy, the literal Antichrist.
Dan
did? Maybe no.
Chuck.
Oh,
How dare
Chuck.
he?
Brian was trying to be sarcastic there for a second.
And evidently not.
Everybody was working. I mean, it's like Shane was working for him. Shane was on his stream, fucking sucking him off. Ethan was like all up his ass.
Right. So how dare
everybody was fucking homies with him.
Right. So how dare he go and work for the fucking enemy? So of course he's going to get fucking attacked. That's just, that's just new CG, and that's just Ethan and those motherfuckers,
All right, so this is definitely a Vox Day project. Because if I go to Castalla House's website, it says Castalla published authors, and it lists Vox Day is listed. I'm looking for Chuck. Did I miss his name? Hold on. Chuck Dixon is not listed. So this was published through Vox. He probably came up with the story. Chuck wrote the script, and Dan drew it. Or did artwork that never got used. Or
did like a cover for it. Yeah. Another one of Dan's covers. Did you? I bet you it's the same fucking face. The guy Dan, man, he just draws like the same fucking face, like over and over. It's the same grimacing fucking face, the same
So
like two hands. You know what I mean? It's all
It's
very
very
fucking
90s.
boring.
It's very 90s, kind of like, how Liefeld always drew his characters. They were always seething. They always had
Yeah.
their teeth gritted, and they're always seething.
Hey, why would you shit talk Chuck Dixon? The man
Is a Chad's Chad. He's a Chad's Chad, and he's a fucking legend, and he's a fucking icon.
But also, like, listen, I'm not trying to, like, maybe the guy's situation has gotten better over the years, but we all remember, like, Chuck was, like, broke. That's why he got a lot of flack for going to work for Vox. Right? You remember? Because he couldn't get work with the mainstream?
Yep.
And he got a lot of flack. Everybody was like, why are you working for Vox Day? Because motherfucker pays me, is what he said.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these fucking people, like, it's like, yeah. Yeah, dude. Chuck is base as fuck. If you go to him, you're like, hey, man, maybe it's not a good idea to work with that person. He will go fucking work with that person.
Yep. You don't tell him what
too.
to do. Him or Mike Barron.
Right. Yeah. That's the other thing. He probably, he probably like stuck with Vox because of all the shit he got. You know what I mean? Like, this motherfucker's good to me. He pays me. And you guys want to talk shit about me for this guy giving me a job when no one else will? Guess what? I'm going to work for him even more now.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that was his attitude.
Yep. And I'm not just, defending Chuck and Mike Barron because they're big Six Gun Gorilla fans, but that doesn't hurt either.
No, they're legends.
Look, those guys, I remember in high school reading their comics, and they were two of maybe 5 writers that made me want to write comic books. So of course, getting their approval, I fucking geeked out like a motherfucker. But even if, just regardless, it's just like, have some fucking respect for the OGs, for fuck's sake.
Especially when they're not fucking with anybody and they're just creating.
Fucking with nobody. But
like, do you see Chuck fucking with anybody? Chuck isn't fucking with anybody. He's not cooking up any fudge. That motherfucker's just fucking grinding.
Right.
Like, not only is he
problem.
He's working with Zach too.
Right. But once
like,
again,
like I am literally like right now I am working on a Zach. I mean, I'm working on a Chuck script.
Rock and roll.
You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
it's like, shut the fuck up.
I
absolutely respect it. Dude, the first script, like I was at SVA, and the first script that I was given to like practice with and work on was a fucking Chuck Dixon script, dude.
Nice.
Klaus Janson had several copies. Like, yeah, he was my instructor and had 20 copies of this script, and we all got a copy of it, and it was this Chuck Dixon script. It was a Detective Comics issue that like never got like printed. You know what I mean? It never happened, and like
a fill-in issue probably.
Yeah. So we all worked. That was a semester. We all worked on this script, so we all got to see like how each one of us were like doing storytelling. You know what I'm saying?
On the
like
same script. That's a genius idea.
Yeah. Everybody in the class was all working on the same script, and we had
interesting.
We had like 3 pages of like every week, right? So you'd come in with your 3 pages, then you'd kind of like, oh, that's what you did for that, or oh, you fuck, you just did it all with a silhouette, you piece of shit. Like I sat there all night, like fucking, you know what I mean? Like you kind of like learn some.
That's how you learn.
Yeah,
right.
And then Klaus would just be like, that doesn't read right. That doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure what you're. It was
right.
It was awesome. But yeah, like, so Chuck Dixon, like as a kid, I was reading his stuff, and then I was like learning off of his scripts, and then it was like, hey man, your first officially published piece is going to be with a script from Chuck.
Damn.
So I guess I'm a little biased. I guess I'm just like, don't fucking talk about Chuck. But
no, I mean, I am
don't
too.
Talk about Chuck.
Right. And I am too, because I idolized these guys when I was a kid. And so the people that you idolize as kids, you sort of idolize for the rest of your life, in a sense. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and plus he's one of the only, not one of the only, but you at least with Comicsgate, you're aware of somebody, and then you meet him, and you're like, oh,
right.
You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, I remember New X-Men. I wasn't too upset when Ethan took over from Frank Quitely, but now that I fucking know Ethan, I'm just like,
right,
fucking asshole. You know what I mean? It's like,
See that?
piece of shit, you know.
Yep. Oh, what you got there? What you got there?
But having said that,
Oh,
that
that's
is
not
not
my
my situation with Chuck at all. Like my situation with Chuck is like fucking A, man.
That's Chuck's signature back in 1992.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember being on a
got,
stream with him for the first time and just being fucking, like starstruck.
Oh, yeah, it was too. It was a well-read stream.
Right.
And we did a review of something he wrote.
He's like one of those people that, like, when I met them on the stream, I was like, don't geek out, don't geek out, don't geek out. You know?
Speaking of the devil, there's well-read now. Well-read. What were we reviewing when we had Chuck Dixon come on for the interview? Do you remember?
There's that horse.
Bro.
Yeah, we got to talk about that fucking horse because
this is like going to be the rest of the fucking show, dude. Just fucking shitting on this fucking horse.
Do you guys remember when Malin came out and slammed Simon Bisley's cover for Wraith of God and how he was complaining about the horse?
I remember that Wraith of God cover with the like crazy ass fucking vampire face in the background.
Yeah. By the Biz.
Expendables.
Yeah.
That's
super fucking like textury and crunchy and just
Yeah.
But
Nobody
it's a Sam Bisley, right? I mean,
yeah, no one beats the Biz. But fucking Malin is just like look at this crap. I can do better than that. So you might want to bring up that cover and compare it to this piece of shit right here.
Yeah, if you could find that cover, let me know.
I'm looking
bring
for it right now.
So this horse has no dick, but this other dude in the center has like a fucking like sat there and like he sat there and just really worked on the rendering on that guy. Somebody's saying those two people, like the little guy with the orange hair is Crimsil, and the fucking guy with the blue top is fucking Digibro.
Damn.
So fucking Malin is welcoming Digibro and Crimsil officially into Comicscape by putting
CG Kings. New CG Kings. That's new CG, everybody.
I know now that I look at this, I'm just like, wow, Malin, you slipped in so many penises into this fucking horse. Like from the thigh to the knees of the horse's back legs, like that looks like two cocks. The back hind legs of the horse look like deer or something. Like there's fucking horses don't have like skinny ass fucking, not if the front hook, like look at the front.
Mango's disappointed that the horse is a female and not a male.
Is that what it is? Well, then where's its fucking teats? Female horses have.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I was trying to be. He goes. Mango says no dick. Disappointed.
And look at the rider too. Look at the rider. You guys are focusing too much on the horse, which is all fucked up.
Oh no, I haven't even gotten to that.
Okay.
We haven't even gotten there. No,
gotcha.
no.
Check your private chat.
For a guy who doesn't like to, who loves to draw dicks, like I'm just surprised this horse doesn't have a fucking like just a package.
Giant horse.
Like I had to draw some horses recently.
Yeah.
And like I fucking like they had gourds. You know what I'm saying? It was like okay, like I put something, some mass. You know what I mean? Like
they're packing.
Yeah, they're packing. Maybe it looks like they're like fucking Ken dolls, but at least there's like something there. So, but yeah, the horse's neck, and then it's like it has like dentures on the top, but it has no teeth on the bottom.
What are those teeth? Like I'm looking at that. I had to enhance it. Like what?
I just noticed that. I didn't even notice that before.
What the fuck are those teeth?
I know. Shit.
He only has 5 teeth.
I didn't even notice that.
The teeth don't bother me so much, but like, yeah, where are the bottom ones? Like,
well, like he only has the front row of teeth. He has side teeth. He don't have a full mouth of teeth up top. It looks off.
Yeah, it looks off. Fuck.
Yeah. And Matt, I dropped the Biz cover in the private chat.
Thanks.
You got it.
Oh, you couldn't share it. I'm a fucking boomer. I'm a hack.
I could share it if you want me to.
Share it in the back, and then let me just pull it up.
All right.
So yeah, the horse has like some teeth in the front. He didn't even fucking Google a horse. Like, dude, all you had to do was Google a horse, and be like, yeah, this head is not long enough. The neck is kind of too thick and not long enough. The mane is weird. There's like, where's his bottom teeth, dude? I
But
just don't.
also, it's not like there's a lack of art of horses. Do you know what I'm saying?
Dude, that's what that was my comment. It was like, if I was the editor, right? Let's just say I was the editor, right? Marvel editor. I would get the fucking thumbnail for this and be like, holy fuck. I'd be like, hey man, just go ahead and look up some horse anatomy before you do some like the final pencils.
Right.
Or
Or
just make sure your shit is like legit. And then I'd probably send a link to like a whole bunch of like early century Americana like Western paintings.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
You
Was it
remember
Andrew
like
Wyeth?
the brucking, like the cowboys that would be like breaking in the bucks and
Yeah,
broncos
yeah.
and stuff, or like the Indians that are riding in like the horse. You know what I mean? There was like
I'm
there's a
trying to think of the artist.
stylized way. I would have even sent him like, I probably wouldn't have sent him like some Frazetta horses because I wouldn't want him
Yeah.
to just. But it was like, get the horse anatomy down first before you start twerking it. Like you don't looks like you didn't even look at a fucking horse before you decided. Like, this horse should have another joint. Now that I'm looking at it, this horse doesn't have a shoulder. Like, he doesn't even look at this like, dude, look at a fucking horse. There's like another joint in that fucking right arm that he's not drawing. It's just sticking out. There's like a whole nother.
Yeah,
It
like
makes
some
my
of the
head
artists I'm thinking of. Grant Redden was one of the great cowboy artists. Charlie Dye,
Yeah, yeah.
Philip.
Oh, see what I'm saying, dude? There's like, I would have been like, yo, man, go look at some horses like art. Look
Classic
at,
shit.
yeah. In motion, in action.
Yes.
But not like what is your fucking problem with this horse? See, dude, so you see this horse's right arm, you see how like it steps out, it's got a little bit of an elbow, and then it comes out to the point, and then down, and then back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has like 1, 2, 3 joints to it.
Right.
Fucking
Big
what's his
thick
name?
hoof at the bottom too.
Yeah, well, it's like, yeah, the hoof is like your fucking wrist. No, it's, oh my god, my fucking head is starting to hurt, dude. I mean, it's hard to explain. It's hard to explain like horse anatomy unless you're like.
The only thing I can notice is that back left leg looks maybe a little too long.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, but it's like Malin was like slamming this. And
But
slamming
yeah, but look at
specifically
this.
that
You
horn.
could say, okay, if you were like, hey, Bisley, can you just sit down and draw a fucking cool horse just sitting there? He could.
Yes.
Like, he could draw a horse, and that is where he's able to like extort it and fucking push certain elements of it.
Yeah, and do his thing, right? Where he's not trying to
This motherfucker
capture
is
reality.
like,
You know, Bisley's style could never be accused of being realistic. He's not trying to be. And then the rider just looks like he's just like tacked on afterwards, like as an afterthought. Very Liefeldian.
yeah, the rider, the shape, I mean, not the same, but the size of his head compared to his thigh and the length of his fucking thigh is fucking all out of there. And like, where is his hand going? Where's that fucking left hand going?
Well, that's a Liefeld thing.
It's
The small head compared to the bigger extremities.
But the other Liefeld thing was, and he did this especially egregiously in an issue of Fantastic Four, where he drew, it was Franklin Richards running around through the negative zone with a blaster. And it was very clear that he didn't originally have a blaster in his hand, and that he just sort of drew in the blaster afterwards. And didn't go in and just redraw the entire hand. He just glued it on there.
Dude,
it's like lazy shit.
So on the right horse's knob, that's sticking out and touching that dude's head. It's like 2 knobs there, and then on the other one, it's got 2. So it looks like 2 cocks, but it's like not.
Oh
Like,
God!
why are you seeing 2 knobs on the right horse's fucking elbow?
Yeah,
or
that's a
whatever the
dick
fuck
right there.
That is.
That's a dick. So your balls.
It's twisted around.
There's
It's
your
like
dick.
it's
Well,
like he
that's the
started
thing,
drawing
it's
a
like-
horse, but then he started thinking about a dick and then some deer. You know what I mean?
Maybe he did that on purpose. Maybe that's like an innuendo, like he'll be hide a dick in the picture. I don't know.
2024 horse
That
dick.
is some childish shit. Like, really? Like, you're pumping out stuff and that's what you're thinking about is slipping penises into it?
And there's enough
That's
dick
fucking
already.
crazy, dude.
I'm not saying that's exactly what he did. I was just making a joke.
Oh, okay. And then you see, there's Digibro right there looking at the power pony. He's like, man, look at that pony.
Just dreaming of that horse cock that's not even there.
I'm gonna be honest, that's a little too manly to be Digibro, but
Well, it's an idealized version. It's like the comic book
Who
version.
fucking stands like that, all arched? Like, who stands with their fucking dick arched out like that?
Like I
I'm
said,
gonna
it's
stand
real
here. I'm gonna stand here and point my dick at you. That's fucking weird. Yo, godlike 2, no fingers, and still no fucking fingers. Not a fucking finger in this place, dude. It's
Right.
wild.
Right. It's like how Liefeld couldn't do feet. Remember that?
This motherfucker can't draw feet either.
I
Look
noticed
at that. I mean, look at it. The fucking
Yeah.
his boot looks like a cock. It's like, what is that? What is that? Is that another hoof back there? Like, what are you
Nah,
fucking
you just see
doing,
dicks
dude?
everywhere now. But then again,
It's
maybe
like
they're
you
there.
have a stirrup and then you have the boot going through the stirrup. It should be going out towards the viewer, not pointing straight down, creating this easily drawn. Like, what a fucking lazy fucking drawing, man. Coach. Give me a fucking break. A cooch, dude. This is dog shit. I don't know what team he's coaching for or what fucking sport, but it's fucking Special Olympics, dude, because this is dog shit.
And then compared to the Biz cover, right? Where he's got that
Dude.
gnarly fucking Nosferatu motherfucker in the background.
Yeah, he's got a gnarly Nosferatu. This guy, what does he have? Just some other fucking twink in the background. Twink, twink, twink. With one giant cock between them. They're all waiting turns to ride this giant fucking white cock.
Oh God.
That's what I'm
sorry
saying.
to interrupt. My elderly neighbor just called me. She needs me to help her move.
Give you
something,
some. She needs to drop the D on her. She have
Yeah,
something wrong with her
yeah.
pipes.
Yeah, I gotta go clean out the pipes.
Yeah, dude,
No,
hit
but-
that shit. Tap
Oh,
that
God.
shit out, bro.
if I
Leave her with a glass of milk. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Oh, you're a horrible
I
man.
don't know what that means. I just made that up.
you know, but it fit for some reason.
I started thinking about that bitch needs some calcium. You're gonna bust her fucking hip. I'm just kidding. Bless her heart. Bless her roses that she's growing. And,
No,
yeah.
she's awesome. But I what you call it? If you're still going when I'm done, I'll come back on.
Copy,
All
buddy.
right, peace out, Anthony.
Later, guys.
How you doing? What is up with this back leg right here? Holy shit!
Anthony's gonna go get some fucking butt.
Is that leg even attached?
I don't know what that leg is, dude. It's another
What is
penis,
that?
dude. It's a giant thick penis, like bumping heads with another thinner penis.
Like this
what
part
I'm
is
saying.
separated
It's
from
a
the.
spout.
What is that?
Yeah, it looks very strange.
They just
Horse,
look
they
What?
got a like a symmetry going on. The front quarter parts of the horse are similar in the same girth as the back horses. I don't know, man. I guess I got 2 horses that live next door. I go
Mhm.
fucking see them all the time. Like one's called Coco and the other one's called Warrior.
Oh,
I know the owners, they're cool. Like I met them at an HOA meeting. Like they're cool. So like my daughters, we go over there and feed them apples and
oh,
carrots and shit. Yeah, they're fucking cool as fuck. At first they're big, right? You're like they make you a little nervous until
oh
they
yeah,
like,
they're intimidating as fuck when you. go
yeah,
through
bro.
it. Yeah.
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Where's this horse's tail at?
Like you're
Where's the
aware.
horse tail?
Well, presumably behind his ass, but now I'm making excuses.
Where is the fucking horsetail? Is that long skinny thing? Is that the horsetail?
That's throwing me off where it's that leg is a different
The legs
shade.
are all fucked up. That's why I
They
didn't
don't-
even notice the teeth.
Yeah, a single roll of
Dude.
teeth. Mm.
Oh my god, dude. You know horses have like fangs? You know they have like canines?
Oh yeah, you feed them an apple and you see those teeth and you're like, oh man, those
There's some ones in the back that are kind of sharp and big, dude.
yeah.
Like you're like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, when you first come face to face with them, they're intimidating beasts for sure.
Especially this horse would be intimidating. This is some fucking Chernobyl shit right here, dude.
It's a mutant horse.
I mean, you could see on the left arm, the horse has like a shoulder kind of a joint.
Right.
Then there's another joint, and then it goes down to the hoof with that other joint. But with the other, it's just not there. It's just
It's
like
also coming out of his neck.
out. Yeah, dude.
And then from like the midsection down, it looks like a skinned rabbit.
Yeah, dude. Where's his fucking skin? It
Yeah, this
does
looks
look
like
fucking-
exposed muscle right here.
Where
Right?
the fuck is that light coming from? It's just it's from behind. There's arrows in that horse.
There's yeah, I think 7 arrows in the horse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six arrows.
Oh, did the number of arrows mean anything?
And then the rider has, I think, 3 in his back.
Why is the rider's cloak just draping down? Wouldn't it be way cooler if it was flared the fuck up?
Yep.
Like there was some speed on that horse. It looks like
Fucking
they just
A.
had a
Like it was billowing.
Mhm.
Dramatic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
These fucking
dynamic.
queer faggots, they're so dramatic on their streams, but then you get their artwork and it's fucking
Wait a minute.
laying flat.
Where's the rest
Yeah,
of this
dude.
rain going? Where's the rain at?
Like,
It just
there's
goes
no
up to the, is it the
passion.
left side rain?
Oh
What's-
shit, there's another arrow right there. That rain is kind of going up and over, and luckily he's making a fist. So he's able to just perfectly put that rain right into that fist. But
Yeah, but
where's
is it
that
just
other
a-
hand going, dude?
I know. I was just thinking that.
The other hand, his fucking left hand is just being jammed into the fucking horse's neck.
Yeah, like he's trying to absorb him or something.
You ever seen Clint Eastwood jerking on the fucking reins of a horse?
Yeah.
Both hands on the reins, pulled the fuck up.
Yep.
Not like here. Let me put one hand down underneath the. Let's just speculate. This guy's shoving his hand underneath the saddle, underneath the fucking saddle horn.
Mhm.
Is that what you're doing? You're
Well, the way
sticking your
the-
hand underneath the saddle, which is like, yo, how long is this fucking saddle? Like, have
But
you ever
remember-
seen a saddle, dude? The saddle is like going up into the horse's neck. If that horse tilted its head up in its normal position, it would be fucking hitting that saddle. That saddle is fucking in the middle of the horse's back. Fuck, Malin, Google a saddle.
Mhm.
Fucking A, man. Laziness, dude. Get off the couch and Google fucking horses. You got money.
We do have the
Fucking
technology.
Google, like, be like, yeah, hi. Do you take equestrian? Do you do equestrian courses here? No, I don't want to ride one. I just want to sit there and draw a
Yeah.
horse for about a half an hour. Can I do that?
Right.
Thanks. Most people say yeah, because they fucking love that. Oh, you want to come draw my
Right.
horses?
Right.
Of course, people love that shit. So,
Oh, I
yeah,
don't
dude.
doubt it.
Garfield's got a-
Unprofessional, dude. Unprofessional.
Garfield's got a point. Is this going to be the year of the horse?
You call this a horse? Is it or
Well,
all right,
but
what is
apparently
that?
My
Old
Dirty
Man
Stallion's
Dave.
coming out next too. So you know.
Old Man Dave was like, maybe it's a fucking alien horse.
Hmm.
I said, oh, you fucking Canadian, you fucking nice guy Canadian, trying to give him a fucking way out.
I mean, he does have
Like-
exposed muscles back here, so maybe.
Dude, if somebody was like, hey man, I want you to draw an alien horse, I would want an alien horse. Don't draw me a shitty fucking Earth horse. Be like, yeah, it's alien. Fuck you, dude. Draw me an alien horse. Give me 6 fucking hooves. Give me a fucking bird beak. You know what I mean? Give him a tortoise fucking face and give him an alligator tail or something. You know what I'm
A
saying? Like,
fin, a fin on his head.
fucking,
Something.
yeah, give him fucking something, man. Who the you know? I don't know, something.
Right,
Nope.
where it's not a horse, but it's the equivalent of a horse, but on another world.
Yeah. We're all aware that we've all played fucking video games. We're all down with like, you know, weird creatures getting ridden on.
Yeah.
Remember that like fucking gecko parrot that Obi-Wan had to ride on in Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah. Yes, the sign was wild.
Okay, cool. That's fucking cool. All right. That's alien horse to me. This is shitty horse. He's got arrows in him. I would have been drawing like blood fucking splattering out of it and shit. I would have been using like streams of blood to show like lines of motion and shit. I would have had that fucking Kate bellowing like you have the gun out. Like fuck it, have the guy holding the gun.
Well,
Like,
the horse has
a
an arrow
bitch
wound,
about
and
the
there's just like a stain of blood.
Stiff.
It's stiff as shit. Yeah, I'm pretty disappointed in this. But I'm not. I'm just after
I mean, are we
the
biased?
first godlike, I was like, man, what the fuck?
I mean, are we biased, or like, would you say that this is like a fair appraisal?
That's a good question.
Because I think, because you know,
I would say 90% of what I'm saying is legit.
right.
Is legit shit. I think maybe my delivery would be different if we were working together. Like if he showed it to me, I would probably word my stuff a lot differently. I wouldn't be like, "What the fuck is this?" But
right, because you'd want to be helpful. You'd want to be like, "Oh yeah, well, dude, you might want to switch."
Well, Malin thinks his shit don't stink. Like he'll never fucking show anything, which is just like,
thing.
bro.
It's like, it
like
goes
you're a Lionel Yu. You know what I mean? You're like a poor man's Lionel Yu, bro.
Right.
Lionel Francis Yu. You know that guy?
Yup.
Like I look at Lionel Francis Yu and I'm going, oh, okay, I see what Malin's trying to do. Like Lionel's like if Liefeld knew anatomy.
That's a good way of describing him, actually. That's a perfect.
Right? It's like
yeah.
He's got that like that ticky-tacky line work, but he has like real structure underneath all of it. Like it's not just all panache. It's like Liefeld is the stripper with just big tits. He just comes out with the big tits and doesn't really dance any.
Right.
But Lionel Francis Yu will like he's got the big tits, but he'll also like dance.
Yep.
Is that a gun or a knife?
That's a fucking dog shit Malin gun that you just don't know what it is. You don't know what angle it's coming from. Like, look, it's on his leg, so the handle should be pointing in back, but instead it's pointing in a fucking right degree angle to us. Like, it's just, the fuck. Go get a gun. So go watch, dude. This guy needs to watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Just go watch that once, and you'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Right. But I'm assuming that there's a great lack of curiosity there.
No, I don't think he gives a fuck. I think that's the Liefeld.
Yeah.
I think that's the Liefeld where it's like, no, I'm not gonna really like research anything. I'm just gonna like draw it because like whatever I draw will be super cool.
Yep. It's laziness.
Yeah, it's laziness and a reliance on like what I draw is really cool and it'll cover anything else.
Right. And everybody's just going to be so amazed by like just going, oh, this is so
look
cool.
at the fucking veins and the the serrations of the muscles. Like, whoa.
And the teeth.
The upper teeth, man. That fucking
It's
horse ain't
teething.
eating shit. Yeah, wow. Oh well.
There you go.
There you go. What else? Is that it? 7-Eleven. What else is going on? Oh, the fucking president, or soon to be president, President Trump, got fucking shot at again.
I was seeing some reports about that. Like some guy was shooting guns near a golf course, or apparently at him at the golf course.
Bro,
I'm just getting clips of it, so I'm probably fucked that all up.
Yeah, it was another attempt. It was another attempt.
It was another attempt. The guy had a AK style rifle, and he pointed it through the chain link fence, and Secret Service fucking blasted him. And it's
How
like
close was he? Did you notice? I mean,
Oh no, he's
I
alive.
don't know.
He's in custody. They didn't blast him, or if they did blast him, he survived. They've got him in custody. I have a feeling that he's going to be unalived very soon, but I don't know. We'll see.
What? The check got swept. We're not sweeping you guys. What's going on? We love you. Damn. Yeah, so I was seeing something, and this is all grain of salt. Don't fucking strike me for miscommunication, but somebody like went to this dude's Twitter account, and like some of the first people that he was following and some of the first people that were following him were like CIA people.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean that is what they like to do. Both the CIA and the FBI, they like to find these people that aren't wrapped too tight, and they kind of put them up to it or assist them, I should say. They have a history of doing this sort of thing.
Yeah, what do you expect, when like the left and the liberals, like their whole rhetoric is just like, get him, he's Hitler. He's Hitler.
Literally,
Democracy
yes.
is on the line.
Yes, he's
Democracy is
literally
on the
Hitler.
line. It's like
he's
it's
going to round up
crazy.
all of his political enemies and execute them. Like he did last time he was president.
Right. So that like is triggering these people.
Oh, dude, they're out of their minds. They're out of their minds. And these are people in many instances that I thought were smart people, and they just lost their minds, and they're all brainwashed. And I'm not friends with any of them anymore because I can't deal with them, and they can't deal with me because they see me as like a traitor. They hate like a bad liberal like me more than they hate like MAGAs, way more, because they see people like me as traitors.
Well, I do like, once the Trump stuff started happening, once Trump started running, I was at like New York Comic-Con, and it was just like talking to somebody, and they'd be like talking to me and be like, yeah, like Trump with his fucking shit. And it was like, what? Like we weren't even talking about Trump.
Right.
And you fucking brought him up. It was just fucking odd.
Well, he just looks rent-free in their fucking heads because they've been just completely brainwashed by the media. Orange Man bad for fucking what, like 8 years straight.
So I had like some friends who were just totally cut off, right? Like once it was like, nah, I'm gonna vote for Trump. Like I think he's gonna help. That was it. Like the doors were shut, right? But then after several years with Biden, I started talking to these people again, and some of them, like, you know what, they prefer not to talk about politics anymore.
Yep.
So it went from like, yeah, dude, and I'm like, hey, that's fine with me. I'm totally cool with it. It was almost like wanting to like rebuild those bridges. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, let's talk about some comic books and stuff. Like, let's not talk about politics. Cool, bro. Like, I don't want to talk about politics with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was like that. It's kind of nice. So just seeing people kind of like getting their senses back together, getting their shit back together.
Yeah, I mean, in my case, the people, they just stayed crazy. I assumed that once Trump was gone, they would get their critical thinking ability back, but it hasn't happened. There's still
got a picture of what it looks like.
Oh, what, the suspect? Oh, yeah. Dope.
White dudes for Harris.
That's not. He is not wearing that shirt.
No, that's
not
fake.
really
But
that's clearly a real shirt. I don't know what y'all talking about. I would only present real factual evidence here. Thank you.
I mean, look, this guy actually is so passionate about like the Russia-Ukraine war. He actually went to the Ukraine to fight the Russians.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff coming out on him on Twitter right now.
Really interesting stuff.
There's a link with a representative. Hang on, I'll tell you the name in just a second.
What a weird looking bird, man. He just looks like somebody's fucking grandpa.
There's connections to Adam Kinzinger. Ugh.
Adam Kinzinger,
Kinzinger.
and
Say that 5 times fast.
so since he didn't actually do it and he didn't die, they just say his first and last name. They don't say like all 3 names.
That's an
You're
interesting
just-
observation.
Right? Every time they have like an assassination, they're like, oh, we got to say all 3 names.
No, that was the rep that he was linked to, the Adam Kinzinger. The guy's name is Ron Wesley Roth.
Oh, this is who we need on the stream right now.
What up, J Dollar?
J Dollar knows.
Bancroft.
Yeah,
in
that's
chat.
what I
What up,
heard.
Bancroft?
He was in a BlackRock commercial.
Yup. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Shit stinks to high heaven, right? But
Oh, I got that. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Pull up the
No, I was just gonna-
horse again.
I was just going to say the shit stinks to high heaven, and this guy is the kind of guy that you would want if you needed to manipulate somebody into doing somebody like this, doing something, like this. I'm having to be careful with my language, obviously,
Why?
because fucking YouTube.
Fucking YouTube.
You know how we have to talk baby talk on YouTube, like certain words we can't say. We have to say the Rona, for instance, instead of like the full name.
I don't think it matters anymore. I think they can get fucked.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're always changing the algorithm and they're always changing all this shit, so it's hard to keep track
The
of.
algorithm.
I just want your channel to get fucking struck.
So pulled up what I was like thinking about.
There it is. Yep.
So can you see my little hand? Can you see my little mouse?
Sure
right
can.
there?
Yep.
Okay, so Malin doesn't have this portion. Malin goes from like this to that. You see what I'm saying? Like he goes
Right.
from body straight to this joint. I don't know the fucking name of this joint, but he goes from this from shoulder to that joint. And then down to this joint and then to there. So he's missing essentially is the fucking elbow. He's missing like the bicep and the tricep of the horse. Like this whole thing, this motherfucker's missing it. That whole thing, it's like it's all fucking whacked out. And so you see the slenderness of the forehoof.
Yeah.
See the slenderness of the back hoof?
Yep.
It's the same. It's the same. There's no fucking, girthy ass motherfucking front and then slender ass back. It's all a very slender fucking creature.
Well,
even when they're fucking
familiar.
giant, like even girthy motherfuckers have like a certain sense of like slenderness to them because I mean they're riding around on a fucking toe.
I was about to say that's the thing that's very strange about horse anatomy is they're basically running around on their toes.
Yeah.
Even like the really big draft horses, like the Clydesdales.
Yeah. I mean, Clydesdales are girthy as fuck, but like they're still like their front parts are still equal to the back part. Now look at like this painting. I'd be like, dude,
yeah.
Before you start doing your thumbnails, like just go look at some American fucking Western painting.
Yes. There's tons of it. It's a rich tradition.
Billowing of dude, exactly. Especially when it's like, all right, in your fucking godlike one, you tapped a Roman centurion, and then you talked about Jesus, then you talked about 9/11, and you talked about American flags. So if you're gonna start doing like weird Americana stuff, not weird, I love Americana. I fucking love America. But if you're gonna put Americana in, 30,000 years in the fucking future, like why not put in some more? You know what I mean? Don't be a fucking pussy. Don't be a fighting about it. So
or do like a modern version of this. But it's so dynamic, right? It's moving. This is a painting that moves. It's super dynamic. And you could tell it's like the horse and the rider aren't separate, right? They're reacting to each other.
Yeah. There's like really cool the billowing of his fucking chaps, the hat's fucking flying up. There's a lot of cool shit going on, dude. That like when you look at his, there's just none of that is happening.
But you see that with a lot of comic book artists, this lack of curiosity and this I don't know. Like, I don't understand why a lot of
Oof,
contemporary
that's
comic artists don't study like the great painters.
I don't
Look at
know.
that.
I don't know why, dude. Literally within arm's reach. Well, with arm's
Yeah,
reach,
you got.
I've got
Oh
this.
yeah,
I've got this. But I've also got my art history book.
there
You
it
know what I mean?
is.
I've got my big fat art history book that I'm constantly kind of referencing. You
Right,
know, I'm constantly kind of like pulling from because I want to be nerdy like that. I don't know. But
right. I mean, there's certain
also, as
artists.
an art director, it was always good to be like, hey, man, like, that's pretty cool what you're doing. You should definitely check the source of what you're trying to pull. Check out the fucking mid century shit. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right,
like,
Gustave Doré, for instance.
yeah. So, to be able to like, it's good to know like where shit comes from. That will,
Yes,
like, you'd be like, oh man, I love Nirvana, but like really, like what you do is you read the Nirvana album notes and then you go listen to what inspired them. You know
yes.
what I'm saying? Like
Back
that
in the
was,
punk rock days, that's the way it was.
yeah. So like same thing with art. Like if life, like I don't know who Liefeld is inspired by, but I don't know
Yeah.
who Malin is, but like I love when I hear Dillard bring up Norman Rockwell. I'm just like,
Yes.
ooh, fuck yeah, bro. Thank you. Just like being
Yes.
aware.
Yes. And
So
curious, It's
especially if you're an artist. Like if you're an artist, you
yeah,
should be absolutely aware of like who was going on before you.
right.
Because a
And
lot of the problems that you sit down with a piece of white paper, and I'm not saying swiping or cribbing or anything, but it's like 1,000 other fucking people sat down in front of a piece of white paper and started working on something, and it's not bad to like just look, you know.
yes, see how they did it, and you might be able to pick up some pointers. And it's not about copying them; it's about you doing you, right? But
Mhm.
informed by the past.
Yes, exactly. Look at that fucking horse. I love it. And look, it's got bottom teeth, it's got front teeth. Horses don't have like a whole mouth of fucking teeth. They've got like four at the top and like 4 or 6 at the bottom. And then there's like a gap. And then they got their little
Right,
fucking horse fangs. But in that gap is where the bit sits. You don't have like a whole
right,
row of fucking teeth like a person.
right. Yeah, I mean, you have to. When it comes to animals, it's like when you look at their teeth, you have to think about, well, what are they designed to eat, right? Like you look at manatees, for instance, they don't have any front teeth whatsoever. That's why their front lips
Look
are
at
all
that, dude.
rubbery.
People are like, you think you're like Matt Barr's lying. Horses
There
don't
it
got
is.
fangs. Look, you got fucking fangs right there.
Yep. And then a big gap, and then a
There you go.
whole bunch of
Huge gap.
molars.
A lot of the times these horse fangs are pulled.
Right.
So sometimes they're left in, sometimes they're not. But yeah, dude, they're fucking look at this. Look at that horse. Goddamn fangs.
And you got Google these days, right? So you got no fucking excuse.
None.
Like with when I was working on this thing on Nine Devils with Preston, and I
See,
knew he was going to be
Malin,
drawing
here's the bonus.
angels, I was like, check out Gustave Doré, bro.
Yeah. I watched Nefarious again the other day. I fucking love that movie, dude.
That's very good, except for like the last 15 minutes kind of suck, but everything up to that's very good.
Dude, I tend to like watch it up to like the court thing, and then I turn it off because I fucking
There you
like
go.
the homeless person talking to him just fucking ruins it.
And fucking Glenn Beck, what the fuck is he doing in there? It's just like
I
it
thought the
should have
Glenn Beck
ended after the
thing,
execution, right?
yeah,
The
because
lawyer,
it leaves it up to you, the
yes,
viewer, to decide whether or not this guy was full of shit or not, or
right,
whether it was a sickness or not, which
right.
I thought was like, oh, that's fucking like that's pretty cool. But then it was like, hey, it's my voice. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, it beats you over the head. It's like ham-fisted shit. It's like you're not smart enough to handle that. So here, we're just gonna explain the message of the movie to you.
Yeah, dude.
I hate that
Yeah,
shit.
it's a little, yeah.
But Sean Patrick Flannery's performance in that is fucking phenomenal. He's amazing. That's an amazing performance.
Yeah.
And the way he moves from the demon to the man is just masterful.
Yeah, I like the way he it's like he feels uncomfortable in the skin.
Yes.
Like he's wearing a fucking skin suit.
Yes, it's uncanny.
Right? It's like it's almost like he's he's acting like the human body is a fucking like polyester skin suit that he's having to wear.
Right.
It's like just
it's
constantly
contemptuous.
irritated by it. Yeah, just like I fucking hate this fucking skin suit I'm in. It's fucking so good, dude.
It is.
I have a pastor. I guess he's my friend now. Like he lives around the corner and like his kids, my kids are hanging out, and so like we've been like talking, dude. Yeah, we were talking about Nefarious. Just like, yeah, dude, that was pretty good. Like it felt powerful when he was like, yeah, the carpenter. Like you could sense the fear and the fucking like the power of Jesus through the fuck like when he starts talking about the carpenter.
Yes.
And then we thought we had you, and then the fucking carpenter came. We thought we had fucking lost it all. Like, wow, like that's fucking cool. We
And then
started
the
our
priest,
forever war.
and then the
Yeah,
priest,
dude,
is like he's afraid. He's afraid of the priest, and then when the priest comes in, he's like, "Oh, I don't have to be afraid of you."
Yeah, once he realized the priest was just like some like new age bullshit.
Milk
Like,
toast.
oh no, it's all metaphor. He's like, oh, okay, cool. You don't believe. You're not a believer.
Right.
Fuck
Right.
off. I'm done.
Yeah. You're no threat to me.
Yeah, he thought he was about to get fucking exercised, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh fuck.
He thought he was going into the ring against Mike Tyson, and instead he went into the ring against Pee Wee Herman.
I'm about to say Riley, but yeah.
Hey man, I would run from Riley just because I wouldn't want to be touched by him.
Yeah, that's true. He'll take his glasses off and I'll like see the shit oozing out of his eye. I'll be like, fuck.
Oh God.
I'll be like, instead of fighting, can I just take you to a fucking doctor in a box? Can I just fucking I will pay for your fucking penicillin, bro.
I wouldn't be afraid of his fighting ability. I'd be afraid of hepatitis C.
That motherfucker's got hepatitis C, D,
The whole
F.
alphabet.
Yeah. So he's got herpes simplex 12.
It's like, wait, that doesn't exist. It does now.
It's fucking forming in his body right now.
Exactly. He just invented it. His body.
They're all meeting each other in a fucking monkeypox boil on his fucking face. They're turning the monkeypox boil into a nightclub, and they're all fucking hanging out.
Yeah, exactly. He's like a human petri dish. Oh Christ! Oh.
They won't kill him. They've like found the perfect host. They're all just like living and thriving in him.
Yep. Just waiting to escape and infect the rest of the world.
I think he'll be fine in jail. I think he'll like
lock him up. Do you think that they're gonna lock him up?
I don't know. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves for just a second.
Maybe
think of something new while I go to the bathroom.
Word. Lord Rat to Jesus, how you doing, my brother?
All right, how you doing, brother?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. You know, trying to get some work done today. Working on the script for the Street Fighter comic. You know, not based on the video game, based on the old Sonny Chiba movie. And you know, Preston Acevedo is going to be drawing that, so you're trying to give him lots of gnarly shit to draw. That is to say, lots of gore. You know,
nice.
It's like when you know the artist that you're working for, it's like give them shit to draw that you know they're going to have fun drawing. Like your comic's going to be like that much better. As a result, definitely. Check out the people in the chat. Got Henry Bemis, Lord Nemesis, Angel Curry, what's up? Henry Bemis, what's up? James, Darren Wagner. Yeah, it says Nefarious from the Globe Frequencies YouTube channel is worth a subscription.
Oh, there we go.
Not sure what that is, if that's related to the movie or not. And yes, Mango, Boondock Saints is overrated trash for sure. Could never vibe with that movie personally. Let's see. Hargrave says, wait till Friday when he's at Vito's and gets arrested again.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Yeah. I mean, look, if he came to my crib, if he was like openly threatening me and came to my crib, he'd have to have a conversation with Mr. Remington.
Yeah.
You know, not that I'd hurt him, but I might shoot him in the dick with like a beanbag or something. One of them big old beanbag rounds. Can't be fun getting hit with one of those.
Shoot him in the dick. Yeah.
Malin should have used 3D assets like he usually does, CJ says. Oh, and Henry Bemis wants to know, your lordship, are you streaming tonight?
Yes, I will be.
Well, hell yeah.
We'll put
Any
an update later on the community tab. What time?
Let's see. Any specific topics that you're going to be tackling?
I cannot disclose that information. It is breaking news. You'll have to tune in tonight and find out.
There it is. There it is. You heard from the man himself, gentlemen.
I was trying to see if there's anything I can share right now. That's gone right now. I can't share it anyway. Damn it.
Geez. Angela Curry says Secret Window sucked. I watched it spending night at a friend's house. Secret Window. I don't think I've heard about that. And yeah, Mango wants to know if you're going to EFAP Riley and Deceased Vito.
Oh God.
Maybe, yes.
Hey, man. I know a lot of people were saying that was kayfabe. There's no way that was kayfabe. There's no friggin' way.
It's just have to wait and find out.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think that pretty much sums up the chat. So St. Patrick T says, I'm a fan of Mr. Glock. Yeah, Mr. Glock's okay. Absolutely. And, you know, it's not like it's not like Riley's a small target or anything like that.
Yeah. Wouldn't take much.
And Darren Wagner says, I'm about to eat my gargantuan from Jimmy John's Sandwich Studio. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it sounds tasty.
Jimmy John's.
What is that? Is that like a sandwich shop chain or something?
I think so. Two brothers,
Oh, okay.
Jimmy and John, got together and decided they were going to make Subway sandwich.
Make some sandwiches. This is a total non sequitur, but did you know that the bread at Subway, like you would think that would be like one of the healthier, like fast food joints. The bread has so much sugar in it that in Europe it would be you couldn't sell it as bread. You'd legally have to sell it as cake.
Really?
Yes.
That's
Don't eat fast food.
I'm not surprised. I saw somebody was like, this is a coconut frappuccino from Starbucks. And they showed like how much fucking sugar was in it. And it was like the same amount of sugar as in a dozen donuts.
Oh my God.
It was like every time you drink this fucking frappuccino fucking bullshit drink, you're chugging down 12 donuts.
Damn. Damn. It's like, why not just take a bunch of donuts, like a dozen donuts, and throw them in a blender? You know,
fuck it. Just write down you got diabetes. Just skip right to it. You're like, fuck it, I got diabetes. Just take my fucking foot now. Fuck it.
The sugar's foot. Yep.
Right?
Yeah. Trying to, you know, I mean, look, it's like the problem with sugar is it's in everything here. It's in everything. But, you know, you can like reduce the amount that you consume, but keeping it out of your diet is like pretty much impossible.
Yeah, unless you're, you know. Yeah. Fuck. I think honestly the main where I get all of my sugar from, because I don't put sugar in stuff. I try not to, but coffee, like I like creamer. Like I love myself. I'm not gonna drink fucking black coffee, you know?
Right. No,
I
coffee's
love being alive. Yeah. So I get like the fucking like whatever, the fucking creme brulee creamer or the fucking, the French, you know what I mean? So it's like I'm not putting
right.
sugar into my coffee. I'm just putting this like flavored creamer, and that's the only place I'm like I get sugar. Like I don't eat candy.
Well, I mean,
I don't eat chips or anything. But
and you can be a little naughty, I'm not saying like that's the thing. It's like people think they have to give up all of their favorite foods to like lose weight or get healthy. It's like no,
Mhm.
no, no. You can still fucking rock some naughty shit now and then. You just can't have it like every fucking day.
Yeah, it's moderation. It's
Yes.
moderation, but it's like, and then the worse it gets, the more moderate you need to be. Like,
Yup.
you eating fucking pies every day, you're gonna end up looking like fucking Ethan.
Damn.
He needs to, dude. If Ethan stuck to just dick, he'd be like skinny. But he's got the combo of dick and pie that is just, it doesn't help his figure.
He needs to go back to he needs to just stick to the protein diet.
Right.
I'm just saying, go back to the.
Speaking of that motherfucker, I saw him on a horse once. Somebody showed like a picture of him. He was like much younger, but still just round faced as fuck. Just like, just look Midwestern. You know what I mean? Just like fucking some doughy ass fucking hoagie eating motherfucker. Some cheesehead. He's just sitting on this poor horse, and he looks like a pony or something. Like his horse's back is buckling. Its fucking eyes are all straining and looking at the guy taking this photo.
Oh no!
Yeah, this horse was in trouble.
Oh, poor thing.
My brother took equestrian courses, like equestrian classes. Like to go like learn how to horse ride and shit.
Yeah,
just to meet chicks.
That's smart.
It was fucking brilliant, dude. I was like,
yeah, no, I mean, like
when the date that he brought to our sister's wedding, I was like, what? Yeah, man, horse lessons. I was like, all right, yeah. I guess
I mean, you lived in New York City in the 90s, right? You remember like what the punk rock scene was like and all that stuff. I'm telling you, man, the place where I caught the most raps, conversations, et cetera, with the ladies was gay bars. Or
what the fuck you doing in a gay bar?
Oh, hanging out with like a gay friend or something like that.
Mm.
Right? And then it just like it was crazy, dude. It was crazy. It was just like these chicks would just come up and start conversations with me, which normally didn't happen. You know, where
they thought you were gay. They thought you were gay and thought you were safe. They were like, oh,
no,
he's safe. I can start talking to him. Like he won't try to fuck me.
No, they knew that I was straight because I had the long hair and the beard and everything. I didn't even look, even.
Ron, no, they thought you were gay.
Then what were they doing with my dick in their mouth like 2 hours later?
Trying to turn you. They're trying to turn you. You were like, dude, that would have been like the fucking the line. Be like, look, I'm this way, but if you really try hard, I could probably go that way.
There it is. Yeah, like the pyramid. That's where I got the most dubious punani. Was at the pyramid.
Yeah. Dude, I remember we went to the Kit Kat Club, and we were going there for fucking Xena night, and I was getting fucking like shitty eyeballs, dude, at me. It was a lesbian bar,
right?
And like we were there because I had a lesbian friend, and she was like telling us about like, oh yeah, we all go and like they have a big screen and we watch Xena, Warrior Princess,
right?
Like, every Wednesday at this bar. And I was like, oh, that's fucking hilarious. Like, yeah, like I'll go with you. And yeah, and they were just like, I was like invading their fucking space with my penis, dude. It was fucking weird. And I'm like, guys, like relax. It's not that big. Like. You don't need to be threatened by it. Like,
I mean, look, there was a lot of hostility from that demographic in the 90s in New York City for sure. They knew that you were a straight guy. Yeah, they weren't shy about letting you know that they didn't like you.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, but man, they're not interested, dude. They were just like eyeballing me and shit, like very weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the weirdest thing that they would do to me sometimes, it would be that they'd start making out with each other and look at me and like giving me this look like saying, "Hey, see, we don't want you. We want other chicks, or we want each other. We don't want you, you dirty straight white male."
That's an
And
eye roll. That's a fucking huge eye roll.
I was tempted to just whip my dick out and just start beating off and be like, "Yeah, just keep going at it, girl."
Ew.
Now, wait a
Ew,
minute.
brother. Ew, brother. I don't like PDA, man. I don't like PDA at all. I don't
No,
like
neither
fucking.
do
I don't like
I.
seeing. I don't know, man. I guess I'm like very like Asian. I'm like very Japanese about that shit. I'm like, yeah, just keep that shit back. I don't want to.
Find
I
a
don't want to
fucking
see. I don't want to see in a guy and girl like holding
no.
hands is acceptable. I sound like a fucking prude as fuck. I don't care. Like I'm like holding hands is cool.
Right. But don't be like dry humping. Do you know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna get frisky, get frisky. Find a fucking dark fucking hallway or a corner or a fucking alley or something.
Go somewhere.
Go somewhere. It's just the whole idea of doing it in front of an audience is just kind of freaky.
Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like the displaying of it. It's awkward. It's awkward as shit.
Yeah, it is.
One
Yeah.
time I was, and speaking of PDAs, I was went to this place called the Tunnel in New York. It was like
Yeah,
a
I remember
cool
that
club.
place.
Remember the tunnel?
Yeah.
Remember the tunnel in the back of the tunnel? They had a half pipe,
That's right.
and you could go in there on Friday nights. I think it was Friday nights.
Mhm.
If you showed up with your skateboard, they'd let you in for free.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro. So like we would like fucking finish off work because we were all working at the skate shop in the village called PSNY. This is like pre fucking Supreme. Like this is like kind of like the same time as Blades, that store Blades. So we were at a different place, and so we'd finish up there and then go to the tunnel and like fucking skate this half pipe. But we would like pay like we'd go because like, I think it was like $20 to fucking get in. So we would go in and not pay, skate for like an hour, and then just like dance and fucking party the rest of the night.
Nice.
But so one night we were coming home, and we're coming home, and I looked over, and there was just like some dude just fucking this chick between these two cars. Just like she was just kind of like bent over, like she just had her fucking pants pulled down a little bit, and he was just fucking going off on her, like between these two cars. And I remember like glancing over and like realizing what I saw, and was like, "Holy fuck!" And then I was like, "Yo, did you see that?" And then the other guy was, he's like, "Yeah, I just saw that too." I was like, "Okay, I'm good. I'm glad I wasn't the only one who saw that." And then we just like kept walking, didn't go back, didn't yell anything. We were just like, "What the fuck?" New York, man. This is New York for you.
Yeah, man.
Just people fucking. It's so weird.
Yeah.
The weird shit you remember.
Oh man, the thing that blew my mind was, mid '90s was just how many people were just puking everywhere, especially on the Lower East Side, because like that's when heroin was like really, really chic, and so a lot of people were doing it, which meant a lot of people were fucking puking their guts out. I remember being in the Kim's Video on Bleecker Street, right?
Mhm.
And I'm like browsing the Mario Bava section, and suddenly I just hear blip, 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 and I see this guy running out of the store, just like with his hand pressed over his mouth and puke just spraying out between his fingers. And he must have had
Gross.
like a big fucking Thanksgiving dinner or something like that before, because the puke went all the way from like the middle of the store
Mm-hmm.
to like the up the stairs, right? Because it was like in a basement, up the stairs and out into the fucking street. Yeah.
Puking is it's the worst.
No, it's gnarly. It's gnarly. But
I never did heroin. Never even wanted to try heroin. But I have ended up puking on the streets down in the village, down in Alphabet City, dude.
Oh yeah.
There was something called it was something Fish, Albert Fish,
Max Fish. Yep.
I got super fucked up in Max Fish.
Yep.
Right, and I remember like I went into the bathroom at Max Fish and puked, and they're like, "You got to get the fuck out." And I was like, "Yeah, I understand." So I was so young, dude, and like I went from like straight edge to like, yeah, let's get fucked up like real quick. But so I like leaving, and I remember just like on the sidewalk, dude. I was on the sidewalk on my hands and knees, and I had like one of those like army coats, like the ones that like
Yeah.
Han Solo had with the furry hoods.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're
Oh
like,
no.
yeah.
The
So
puke
I
didn't
was,
get in that.
I didn't puke in that. I didn't get puke in the furry trim of my coat. But I
Okay.
remember just like sitting there, and I had the hood over, and all I could see was like my hands, the sidewalk, my puke, and like it was rimmed with fur. Like that was the view I got, because it was snowy and shit. I was like, blah blah, and I like stumbled and made my way home.
Damn.
I'm surprised I didn't get fucking mugged. I guess they were just like, look, this kid doesn't got shit.
Right.
all
And who
fucked
wants
up.
to mug somebody that's like puking all over the place?
Dude, I look like a fucking extra from Kids. Like the fucking movie Kids was like, that was
Yeah.
my fucking 90s, dude.
Oh my God, man. Oh, yeah. No, it was, and the thing is if you went from straight edge to partying really hard, that meant that you didn't like know how to drink.
No,
Like,
I didn't drink. I hadn't drank at all. Like I was straight edge. And then what happened was, it was like straight edge, super clean. And some shit happened with my girlfriend, and I was out of town, and this fucking kid helped. This kid was like there to help her. And I was like, man, thanks a lot for helping. Like, if there's anything I could do, man, like fucking just say the word. I'm down. And he was like, smoke this joint with me. And I was like,
Okay.
all right. What's the big deal? Just give me this thing. And dude, I was like, fuck. What the fuck was I thinking? This is dope.
yeah.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love weed.
Yeah.
What was I thinking? And then it was finally like, yeah, all right, go ahead and hand me that beer.
Right.
Let me try beer. Yeah. And so then, yeah. So I like the first couple of times I went out, I didn't know my limit and got fucking obliterated.
Well, I mean, that's one of the problems about America is like in Europe, people teach their kids how to drink. That is to say, they grow up around alcohol, and they give the kids a little taste of it. When you're a kid, of course, it's just gross, right? You don't want
Yeah.
anything to do with it. But when they get older, as they mature, their parents teach them, like, yeah, wine, don't chug it, sip it.
Yeah.
They
In
they
Europe, they got beer in the vending machines. Like when
Yeah.
I went to Europe, like
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, there's beer in the fucking vending machines. Like you
Yeah.
could just like catch a train and have a beer.
Yep.
But what I think what happened, like what snapped me out of it was I had a pretty hot fucking girlfriend, and I fucking like came back, puked, and like woke up to like a letter that was like, I'm not dealing with like you like this. Like if you want to fucking be with me, you need to like not be a fucking a calamity.
A wastoid. That's fair.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like and I was like I
Yeah.
totally, because she was like, we were together but when I was straight edge, you know what I mean? So I was like,
Right.
all right, I got it. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
hear you. And so I just kind of like pulled back.
Right. Which is
So now I like rarely drink. But
yeah. Like once I got on the right meds, I kind of like lost my appetite for alcohol. I'll still have a drink, right? I just can't sit there and just finish a 6-pack or half a
no,
bottle of
I don't like to.
something.
I like to get funky beer. You know what I mean? I
Oh,
like to
yeah.
get something like real hoppy. That way, I'm like I'm sipping on
Yeah.
1 or 2 beers at the most.
Right.
'Cause I'm enjoying the flavor. Like I'm not just sitting here drinking fucking
Yeah.
Miller Lights.
Guinness. Love me some Guinness.
I like Guinness. There was a couple of times where I was like, I'm really poor. I'm just gonna go get a pint of Guinness because fucking liquid
Oh,
bread.
dude.
There's a
Dude.
place on, I think, First Avenue and like 20th Street in
Yeah.
Manhattan called Molly's Shebin. And I think it was Gaelic for like house or something like that. And it was this tiny little bar, sawdust on the fucking floor. There was a dog. They had it was like the dopest fucking place. And like that was like my jam, dude. I used to go in there all the time.
Oh, my place
Just
was
for a Guinness, dude. Just for a fucking Guinness.
Dude, there was this place. It was on 13th Street and Avenue B, right? Which was kind of a rough neighborhood.
Yeah, that's kind of like Alphabet City a little bit.
Yeah. But that's where I lived. I lived off of Clinton Street. Like Avenue B was right across the street from me. And on Wednesday, I think it was Wednesdays, they had, I think, like $2 pints of Guinness. And we would get so fucked up. Oh my God. Like show up to work the next day, just fucking toe up.
Dude, how many times in Manhattan did you like? We would like be leaving bars and seeing people heading to work.
Yes,
fucking people in suits and shit. You're like,
yeah,
because there was a couple of cool bars that we would frequent. That once you hit a certain closing time, last call.
Yep,
you would just kind of stay.
Yep,
and then
hang out.
and then the door would get locked, and then you would kind of be able to stay there.
Yep.
And keep partying, and then it was like, all right, time to really go, and like you'd unlock the front door, and it'd be fucking 8 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? You're like, holy fuck! But who gives a fuck, dude?
And you'd be
You're
like,
so like so much energy and so much like fucking like I don't know gumption or I don't know what the fucking word you would use. Board would be like, yeah, we're gonna party all night. And then I'm going to go to my art class and do some fucking live drawing. And then I'm going to go wait tables. And then I'm going to go fucking party some more. And then I'm going to pass out and wake up and then go do some drawing again. You know what I mean? It was just.
Well, when you're in your 20s, you could take a fucking beating. Then this thing happens. It's called 30.
Dude, my 30s were jamming. It's the last
mine were
3 or 4 years, dude, where I'm like, I need a fucking nap. Dude, I ain't fucking. Yeah, I'm not working past like 1 anymore. Like, hey, do you think you could do an all-nighter?
Oh, no way.
No.
I stopped doing all-nighters like when I hit 45.
Unbelievable.
Can't do that shit. What about you, Lord Raptor Jesus? When's the last time you pulled an all-nighter?
Yeah, while you sit here judging us.
Yeah.
Well, I do 12-hour shows. Not recently, but just saying, do better. Thank you.
Do you ever take naps? You're like, hey, I'll be right back, guys. You like just go take like an hour nap?
Yeah, I just did. I just took like a 30-minute nap just then. It was beautiful.
Really? Yeah. See, later on in his show and be all fucking tired and shit. And he's gonna be like, yeah, you woo.
Yeah.
Damn it!
It's part of the show, It's gotta let it out sometimes. Thank God my neighbors are cool.
That's cool. Fellas, I got a boogie. I'll hopefully see you later on Lord Raptor stream. And take care, Matt.
Let's say
hello
to the chat and then we'll wrap it up. I'm down with that. Because I want to play some fucking
Warhammer 4K. I do too, man. Let's play it.
We got Kirby got it downloaded. That's all I've been thinking about, Matt. Damn it!
For the Blood Emperor, blood for the Blood Emperor. Yo, dude, all right, so we could just talk a little bit about fucking Space Marines too, dude. I've already played online a little bit. I played some PvP. That seemed a little wonky, but I've already got my clan. I've already got my fucking Space Wolf fucking heritage working, dude. Oh.
What?
See, I fucked up. I started designing mine the other day, and I didn't know the color schemes, and I went white and red, and I got ridiculed and laughed at by Ruckus.
Right? Yeah. I was going through the heredity thing and then found the Space Wolves. And then from there it was like, oh, okay, those are the colors that I could use. And then use those and then use like the wolf emblem on my shoulder pad.
The customization is really dope. And you don't got to buy it. There's no microtransactions. It's a beautiful fucking game.
Yeah. I want the PvP.
Mm-hmm.
I need that to be a little bit better because right now I feel like I'm just like hacking and slashing at people. Like I don't feel like I'm really like accomplishing anything.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to like
classes.
Yeah. Well, I guess I could try that. But dude, the PvE, dude, is fucking like I want to fucking fight the Horde with you guys. You know what I mean? Like that's I feel like that's where the game is really gonna shine.
Yeah, that 3-man mode where you're doing PvE and shit. Like that would be
PvE
fun with a 3-man crew.
Oh, I've just been practicing because I don't want to be a fucking loose link. I've been practicing my parrying and my blocking.
Matt, I just got into 40K and I get it now. I understand it. It makes all this sense now. I'm like, I get why Wiggles obsessed with 40K now. It's
Yeah,
okay.
I get it
Yeah.
now. Okay, dude, I got the whole thing where you can like you block and then parry, and then it gives you the option like do the headshot real quick. Have you learned that move?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, it's so
buddy.
dope. That the blocking where you like grab them by the tail and then like slam them into the enemies. Oh god, it's
yeah,
fucking.
dude. It's so visceral and it feels good. It feels dope. I don't see any problems with it so far. It feels a
Not
little
at all.
bare bones, like the the navigation through the game seems a little bare bones, but
Little,
like
yeah.
it's okay. I'm not complaining.
They've got a roadmap out, and apparently there's like another enemy type coming soon, another horde mode coming, another planet. Like, oh, they're just adding stuff.
I
And
saw they have like a whole year, like a whole
yes,
year-long battle plan. There's like a guy that I've listened to. He talks like this. Hey, he talks like this. He has like long hair. He used to work for Blizzard and Warcraft, and now he like makes his own games and
Oh, really?
like has a stream and shit. Yeah. And he was like talking about somebody was giving the game a review of like 6 out of 10, like 60 out of 100, and like the same people gave the Gollum game a 63 out of 100, and he was like, you're telling me the Gollum game is better than Space Marines 2? Like, are you fucking out of your mind? And
the
just
fuck?
yeah. And so then he pulled up the that battle plan for the whole like year of like, look, they have like all this content coming out, and like the content that they're having, there's no like, there's maybe 1 or 2 glitches and bugs, but like the game is running like fucking really nice.
Dude, it's fucking the first mission you play where you're delivering the bomb. Holy shit, man. The graphics are insane. Like, my computer pushed it no problem. I got the big ultra wide monitor, the curved 45-inch. It's like I was watching a fucking movie, dude. It reminded me of Halo Reach.
Yeah.
When you're like the mission where you got to get the chief, or you got to get the AI to chief, and like, it just so much sacrifice, so much just action. Like, you lose your first guy, and you're like, "No, brother, why?"
Yes, yeah. I'm like, brother, hello, brother. It's like,
I'm just sitting there beating the shit out of people for like 5 minutes, taking my rage out. Like, you motherfuckers! You get emotional. It's like, holy shit.
People are like, hey man, did you hear about what Frog Tony fucking said about blah blah blah? I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I want to fucking kill fucking. I just want to kill shit in Space Marines. Like, that's
who gives a fuck what Faggot Tony says?
Exactly, dude. I'm like, hey, did you see Faggot Tony's new fucking artwork? I'm like, who gives a fuck? Have you seen the new fucking power sword in fucking Space Marines? Like,
oh, dude, the goddamn power sword. Holy shit.
I'm just
hammer.
like,
Jesus.
Like, yeah, we'll make fun of fucking Katie did fucking dogs, but like the difference between a chain sword and a fucking power sword, I'm like, oh, I think a power sword is like, it's more powerful, but there's a fucking visceral fucking feeling when you're swinging that chain sword, dude.
Yeah, the chainsaw, it gives me that Gears of War feeling, like when you're doing assassinations with the chainsaw.
Yeah, I love it. And then it's like, as you're playing, you're like learning some lore. You know what I mean? The spirit machine. I guess they call AI the spirit machine, or the machine spirit. Reconnect the machine spirit. It's fucking dope, man.
And Ruckus talking about the power fist. That power fist is dope as shit too. Kirby was telling me like the lore on the power fist is like, wait, I understand it now. I'm starting to understand all this lore. It's making sense.
Yeah, it just seemed like there's no good guys though. Well, like, there's nobody, like, at least with like Helldivers, I felt like I was like, yeah, I'm fighting for like a suburb somewhere. Like, somewhere in this universe, there's like some suburbs and there's little kids playing and picking flowers and shit. But in Warhammer, I don't know, man. I think everybody's fucked. Like, everybody's like we're fighting for the freedom of like these little kids, so that they don't have to worry about war anymore. Like, no. There's little kids, but they're going to be raised. And there's something called prime marks or something. I don't know. There's so much lore that we're learning.
So much lore.
I think there's like each clan has like an original dude, and that original dude is where they get all the genetic material for all of them. Like I don't know if they're all cloned. Or, you know what I mean? I don't know if
Yeah.
it's like a Jango Fett kind of thing where it's like they got like the dopest fucking dude in the galaxy and then just started like making clone troopers out of the one dude. I'm not sure yet. I don't know. Have you played any of the story mode yet?
Just a little bit. I've been so busy with work this week. I got off today because I had a cold and I needed a day to recover. Took some Mucinex and it's not fun. But anyway, I ain't got to play the story much yet, but I've played a lot of the PvE and that shit's fun as fuck.
Dude, I was getting some work done, bro. Because I was like, okay, I can't play this game until I get fucking XYZ finished. Shit that was taking me like 4 hours, I got that shit done like 2. Like, yeah, all right, here we go. Get that done. Okay, here we go. You know what I mean? Rather than like, yeah, let me just work on this. Let me look at something online for a second, then get back to work. No, I'm just sitting here I'm just working so I can play fucking Space Marines. All right, guys. So, yeah, we're going to go play Space Marines. So thanks everybody for being here. Everybody in the chat is the shit. Am I right? All these amazing people we're going to see later on at Lord Raptor's show.
Yeah. We got a good show planned tonight, folks. It's going to be some fun.
Yeah, we saved the fudge. We kind of talked about mailing shit, and but all the good shit is getting saved for.
There's a reason there was some dancing around some topics.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's yours.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Hail.
Blood for the blood gods.
See you later. Yeah, blood to the blood gods. Ooh. What is what's the Space Wolves fucking cry? They just howl? I don't know. I have to find out. Be brave, be honest, and be prepared. Later, guys.
Hello, chat.